Hi guys, today I'm gonna dry brush this Mecha collection E.D.F cruiser with the same technique I was experimenting before. You see I dry brushed it in white a little bit before but thought it was a little bit plain. So I will redo it with a different color scheme right after this break. If you like the video or channel, please consider subscribe, like, share or comment. Thank you. Hi everyone, this is Kick from Kickpla. Today I will paint this ship by dry brushing it again with my previous technique. Now this is a Bandai Mecha collection E.D.F cruiser from the space battleship Yamato or Star Blazer franchise. This is a very old kit, not from the newer 2199 or beyond series. The new series model kits from Bandai are a lot more details and with better design. These ships appear in the old anime show every now and then, sometimes as a canon folder. Anyway, what I'm going to do is to dry brush layers of colors of different tones to it. I have previously primed it in black and also dry brushed a bit of white on it, which gonna get covered up. I will use medium blue color followed by a sharp blue might be, then use a white to bring out the edges. Some of the areas like the tip of the ship, I will put a bit more whites on to create a color separation. These are all Tamiya acrylic paints, but obviously I can use other paints like Citadel too. Remember, the idea is dry brushing only. So I've dry brushed some of the area here with white. I will probably do a little bit more to enhance it further. I think I will paint the gun turret white too, but I'll leave them last. Area I've painted will be mastered off before I apply the main color. The gun will be painted black again when I finish with the dry brushing, but I will also dry brush a little bit of silver on them just to give them a metallic look. Okay, now all those areas been mastered off, I'm ready to paint. I actually changed my mind here. I'm gonna brush on a German gray first and followed by the medium blue and later on a lighter blue color. Perhaps might have to mix it myself, so let's get started anyway. Now remember, the idea is to get a dry brush but not too dry. I would say perhaps still be 10 to 20% of wetness on the brush. I still want to apply some color on the surface. And as you can see, I can casually brush on at the surface. I'm not after a solid, smooth result. If I do, I would have gone back to my airbrush. I just need a random color tone, so perhaps a bit darker at certain area, a bit lighter at others. Some of the recessed area will also appear different in tones too, maybe a bit darker. Perhaps I can get the underlying black visible in those areas too. There is no solid rule or requirement as to what it should look like at the end. Once the German gray is done, I'll use the medium blue here. Again, same concept. I'm not going to fill every inch of the ship. I just need to put enough on so the medium blue could stand out from the darker area. As you can see, this medium blue color has a gray tone. Perhaps it's affected by the darker layer underneath it too. Now next, again I changed my mind a little bit here. Instead of using the bright blue color, I mixed the medium blue with white and a touch of the bright blue to create a slightly lighter tone of the medium gray. I don't want the blue to be too sharp, then it will not resemble a ship color. So again, I will just dry brush away. There you go. I'll settle with this final result and move on to the next step. Now I will use a Tamiya white to do a proper traditional dry brushing, this time just to pick out all the edges. So once I've done, I'll do the details. As I've said before, I will paint the turret kind of white or grayish white. The gun will be in black with some silvery dry brushing. The bridge area will loosely paint it in white maybe. So are some of the fins. Here you go. I probably want to do a little bit more details painting just to get more contrast, but it's more or less how the final result is. Hopefully you can see the unevenness on the ship body in terms of color, which is the whole idea really. My feeling is that it doesn't look as good as the ships or the kits that I did in the previous episode. I think it is to do with sort of lesser surface details on these older kits. So when I brush on the paint, I couldn't generate a more contrast between the areas. You know, when you have a lot more details, it tends to catch the brush differently. The newer Mecha collection kits all have far superior detailings. They will probably look a little bit, a lot better than this one. But anyway, this is a good experiment to have, just to see how different painting technique will look. Okay, that's what we have time for. Hope you like this painting method and can find it useful on your project. Please let me know if I can improve in any way. Thanks for watching the show. If you like it, please consider subscribe, like, share, comment, as it will help my video reaching other viewers. Thank you and see you in a bit. Next time I'll do an unboxing video and discuss my experience on buying certain items from Japan. Ja ne!